Hello, everyone. Jennifer Lynn Coley, and we are on step 5 of the 7 steps to finding your financial fast track out of Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant, written by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter. And today's topic is all about seeking mentors. Now, this is one of my favorite topics because I think a common mistake that is made is seeking opinions of others, going to inexperienced friends or family or coworkers or those maybe in our sphere that haven't quite achieved the level of success that we desire to create financially or business wise or in whatever area, yet we're asking them for their advice. Or because they love and care about us so much, we're listening to what they're telling us to do because, of course, they care and they want to keep us safe. Be very, very careful about doing that, though. You want to seek counsel and sound counsel from those who are more successful than you, as opposed to opinions, because everyone has an opinion and it's not always in your best interest. So a mentor is someone who really coaches you and tells you what to do and what not to do. So you want to be very, very careful in selecting your mentors. Now you can have either a mentor or a role model or a reverse role model, as Robert Kiyosaki discusses in the book. And so when you think about a role model, that's definitely someone that you look up to, can also act as a mentor, but gives you sound counsel and advice. So if you haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, that may be a great place for you to start and then dive into the cash flow quadrant, or you can do it the other way around. But in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he talks about his poor dad, his biological father, who believed in working hard, going to school, getting good grades, getting a good job, like safety and security and that type of thing. And in the end, he wound up really broke. And then he talks about his rich dad, which was his best friend's dad, who was all about, yes, go to school, get good grades, go to college, and then go start a business and learn how to be an investor and create assets and acquire income generating assets, i.e. passive income. So totally different concept. So he looked at his father as more of a reverse role model, more of the what not to do, and that's just as valuable as a role model who shows you what to do. One of my favorite quotes, or not even really quotes, but philosophies of thought by Jim Rohn, who's my absolute all-time favorite motivational speaker, author. He always says, too bad failures don't give seminars, right? Because you could ask them, what did you do to mess up, so you know exactly what not to do? But we probably wouldn't pay a failure for a seminar, right? We want to pay someone who's successful to show us what to do to be successful. But you can learn a lot from both. So this chapter is really awesome because it goes back to looking at the cash flow quadrant itself and figuring out where you fit in on the cash flow quadrant, and then figuring out who are the people, the 5 to 7 people that you spend the most time with, because whoever you're spending the most time with, it's more than likely that their thoughts, their ideas, their habits are infusing into you and becoming somewhat of role models and or mentors for you. And so classify them as well and see what quadrants they're in and figure out if that's who you want to continue to spend a lot of time around. Now, I'm not saying go cut anyone out of your life, but maybe you want to have a little bit of a limited association and increase your associations with people who are already where you want to be. Find a good mentor, find a good coach, someone who's going to give you sound counsel and lead you down the road to success. Go get the book, read it, not only read it, but make a serious study of it, and I'll see you tomorrow for step 6.